Hello, I'm Steve Willis with Willis Guide Service. Hey, I'm working on a little project today and thought I'd do a quick video for you guys. Monster rod holders, trying to mount some monster rod holders to my boat that doesn't have a track system. I have a Sea Arc, Big Daddy, and it's got a track system, and I've got the monster rod holders, and you can see how, let me get it focused there. You can see how it's got a track system that this bolts down into, and then you've got your rod holder. I've got a small crappie boat that's a little low, and it doesn't have a track system. And so I put some rod holders, monster rod holders on it, and I used some all thread or self-tapping screws, and they back out, which I knew that they probably would. I knew it probably wouldn't hold too good. Took it out a couple times, and they just didn't hold up. They kept backing themselves out, and I had to tighten them. So what I looked into was getting plus nuts or like a rive nut, and that's what these here are. And so I got a rive nut gun. And so I'm putting these rive nuts in, and having pretty good luck with it. I've got these drilled out already from the self-tapping screws, so I'm just going in and opening those holes up a little bit to fit that plus nut. Let me see if I can get this set up for you guys where you can see I don't really have a way to mount it. Let me see if this will work here. Hopefully it doesn't fall over. So I'm just opening these holes up. Pretty simple. I am taking a file and kind of knocking this high edge off, just so I can get it as flush as I can. I do work in a machine shop, so I'm probably going to go back and reset these bases here, recess those so this lays flush on the gundle here when I mount it, because they are kind of they only go so flat because that there. But it's definitely a lot better than what it was. So what we do is we get that plus nut down in there, or you can start it here on your driver gun. Set it down in there, and then I've already got it set where it bottoms out and can't go any further than that. So it goes pretty quick. Then I got some stainless steel hardware to put on it, but it goes pretty quick. Seems to be like it's going to hold up a lot better. All the videos that I've seen, people using these plus nuts to hang everything from on RVs to inside of vans, if you're redoing a van. But they look like they work pretty good. But like I said, I work at a machine shop, so I'm going to go back and recess these to match up, these blocks here to match up with those plus nuts. So this base here will sit flat on the gundle itself. But tighten these down, and they are not going anywhere. And then if I ever go to get rid of this boat, I'll just leave these bases on, and the next guy will already have it set up with monster rod holders. Get those good and tight. Got locking washer on them, so they're not going anywhere. Put our rod holder on it. And I use these for catfishing. You know, this is ultimately a crappie boat, so I use them for down straight lining for crappie. You can use them for catfishing, whatever you know, white bass if you're live shad fishing with white bass or hybrids. These rod holders work out great. But it's pretty much just that easy. Pretty much that easy. A lot better setup, I feel. And I mean, for, you know, not being able to have access to your gundle underneath. So you're limited on what you can do. Now, if you had a track system, that would ultimately be ideal, like on my Sea Arc back there, but we don't have that. I wanted rod holders on this boat. And so that's what we're doing. It'll have 8 of them on here. So you can take them off and put them on whenever you want. See, here's what I did have. This got me a few weeks, but that's really not correct. Those were just self-tapping, and you can see it works itself loose. So the way I'm doing it with the plus nuts, I believe that'll be the best setup. But hey, there's your little video. If that's something that you're interested in doing and you're researching, well, here you go. So that's what it is. And if you like it, thumbs up. If you don't, move on. Appreciate you looking though. Thank you.